Techbusters proudly brought to you by Ericsson.
Good evening and welcome to Techbusters. It's lovely to have you with us tonight. Welcome to a show that's going to be filled with, there's an element of Pokemon Go in it, and no, he's not one of the characters on Pokemon Go. I know you've mistaken it for one of the characters, but please don't try and catch a Pokemon on the screen. And Mr. Shapshak is not part of the game. He's part of the show. Lovely to have you with us. We're going to talk technology, and of course Pokemon adding like $7 billion to their share price. Nintendo, a game like that, insane stuff. Mr. Shapshak, good evening to you.
Well, it's like the third coming of Nintendo, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's so heartening to see that good old simple gameplay, effective storytelling, and it's just a runaway success.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think back to the Tamagotchi and how people were addicted to their Tamagotchis and getting so emotionally attached to a piece of technology and curating and looking after a pet. And it's having the same kind of effect with augmented reality in the modern day era.
Well, speaking of looking after a pet, you're like my television Tamagotchi. But before we get into that, let's take a look at what's coming up tonight.
Tonight on Techbusters, Aki hits the National Science and Technology Forum Awards, and Toby heads up to Botswana to interview the winners of the Innovation Prize for Africa. It's the Oscars of technology, tonight on Techbusters.
So, Mr. Shapshak, have you downloaded Pokemon Go?
I don't know what you mean. I was just keeping myself entertained whilst listening to you drone on.
Okay, so explain this to me now, okay, because I was trying to explain Pokemon Go to a few adults. Okay, so it's a game that uses augmented reality. It overlays maps onto your current surroundings where you are, and you catch these monsters called Pokemons, and it's brain dead stuff. But the thing is, it's incredibly addictive. And you have people like Toby, people like myself playing it, and lots of others around us. And we're not even available in the country that it's available in. So you've obviously got an international account where you've downloaded it. But what is the attraction for you?
Well, this is what's fascinating, right? Pokemon was one of the first portable games. It came out with the Nintendo Game Boy in 1995. That is 20 years of being able to play this kind of game. So lots of people remember it. They played it on the Game Boy. They played it on Nintendo Wii. They played it as cards. They had the little figurines you could buy. People know about it. So it's an old favorite that's kind of come back into fashion. And what it is just good old simple gameplay. It's clever storytelling. It's easy to understand, and it makes use of the best-selling game console the world's ever seen, which is the smartphone.
Exactly. So very interesting. So you in Botswana with this foundation who kind of drives innovation into Africa, right?
Indeed.
It's an interesting organization.
It's a really great story. As I mentioned, JC, the founder, has made a lot of money as a venture capitalist. He's Angolan Swiss, and he wanted to put all of that back into Africa, and he's done a really sterling job with it. It's a really great organization. And one of the things that the African Innovation Foundation does, in fact its landmark program, is the Innovation Prize for Africa. This was its 5th year, and it rewards really remarkable innovators for coming up with great ideas. I was there for the awards and spoke to the 3 winners. Let's take a look at some of the smart things Africans are using to solve African problems. Doctor, how does it feel to have won the Innovation Prize for Africa?
Je suis ce soir très heureux.
So he said that he is very happy to win this prize because it will give him an international recognition. It will also give him more visibility. And he says that he's happy because this kind of initiatives exist here in Africa to recognize the African innovation, and that innovation is not only for the other continents but also here for Africa. And he says that he is very, very proud that he won this prize.
And Doctor, what do you think your innovation can do for the lives of people in Africa?
Depuis très longtemps.
So yeah, I think he summarized it. He says that malaria has declared a war against Africans, and that we should fight this disease. That every 30 seconds there is a child who dies from malaria here in Africa, and that his innovation is the answer to this problem. So he says that they already produce a lot of products, but this money will be invested to increase the production capacity, and he aims to, by 2017, he aims to be present in each African country.
Imogen, you've just won the second prize of what is a remarkable competition. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling so thrilled and so honoured. The Innovation Prize it's just an astonishing environment to be in. My fellow nominees were amazing, and I wish everyone could have won, to be honest.
Indeed, and your innovation is a very clever way to look at the effectiveness of ARVs, which is a huge way of spending a lot of money on a drug that may not be effective for helping someone with their condition.
It's so important to do drug resistance testing because it prevents the virus from spreading. If people take drugs that they're resistant to, resistant strains tend to grow in their body, and those are the ones that are transmitted. So we actually make more drug resistance by not doing tests, and we're really grateful to be able to contribute to the cost of those tests and the scalability of them.
And what does winning this prize mean for you and your innovation? How are you going to spend the money?
So right now we have launched our HIV drug resistance testing product, but we're looking to expand into TB drug resistance testing and antibiotic resistance testing as well. And these are massive problems on the African continent and worldwide that we're really looking to address in a cost-effective, scalable way.
And what advice would you give a young innovator?
Just keep pushing and look for support, look for mentorship, look for help, and always believe that you can get to this level and beyond.
Yours is a very clever innovation to help solve the malaria epidemic.
Thank you.
Just tell us what you think winning this prize will do for getting your innovation more widely known.
Well, first, we appreciate the fact that this innovation has validated the fact that this is a social impact innovation, and we appreciate that very much. Now, going forward, what it means for us is that we can now, with this award, begin to push the innovation to other countries, to other Africans who really need this innovation to confirm if their fever is due to malaria. We want to make sure that we move away from the idea that all fevers are due to malaria, because all fevers are not due to malaria.
And just briefly describe the technique. It's a very simple urine test. Just tell us in your own words how the test works.
Well, the test works very simple. So it comes with a very small container. So you collect urine with any clean, dry container. You throw the urine, some drops, into the container in the pack. Pull out the strip. It's just like a paper strip. You dip it in the urine sample in the cup and let it stand for 25 minutes. If 2 lines show up on the strip, it's malaria that's causing the fever. If 1 line shows up, it's not malaria. It's just as simple as ABC.
Fantastic. And what advice would you give a young innovator?
Well, my advice is very simple. If Eddie Agbo did it, you can do it even better.
Pauline, you must be a very proud director of the Innovation Prize for Africa. Those are some amazing award winners.
Yes, I am, and I'm really excited about the fact that we managed to get this level of innovators apply for a PA, and winning for us is really just a testimony that those issues, as you have seen, most of those winners are tackling malaria, HIV/AIDS, which are the main disease burden in Africa. So I'm excited and I'm really happy.
You must be feeling very proud of Dr. Valentino Go, who's come up with a really amazing solution.
Oh, I'm so proud about what he has done. We followed him quite some time. He's 16 years which he is researching about what he's doing, and a product against malaria coming from Africa for Africans. This is my dream. My dream come true, because malaria is one of the biggest killer in Africa, and finding a solution which is based on natural products It's just what I was dreaming about since a long period of time.
Davide Tacchino, you are the managing executive for terminals at Vodacom. But what your responsibility is these Vodacom branded handsets, and it's a bit of a success story, isn't it? Something like 25% of the handsets you sell on your network are your own. Tell us a little bit about the evolution of this branded handset market.
Yeah, you're right, it's a very, very big, huge success. Since the launch in July 2014 in South Africa, we have sold roughly 4 million of Vodacom branded devices. It's a big success and is mainly due to the quality of these devices, the price point we were able to achieve, and at the end, the customer appreciation. Our customers love our devices. They appreciate the features and the packaging, the applications and the airtime that we embed in the proposition. And they have given us a very, very big number in terms of sales.
So let's talk about the first one. This is the Platinum 7, right? It's the top of the range. It's a very good phone. It's got a good screen. It's got a good camera in the back. It's very slim. It runs Android. It's a very slick device.
Yeah, you're right. The device is stunning. Is very elegant. Is crafted to perfection. We believe it's a high-tier product positioned in the mid-tier range. The processor is the best in class, Snapdragon from Qualcomm, Gorilla Glass, AMOLED display. If you look at the features of the phone, really it's a high-tier product at an affordable price. And this is really the essence of our strategy. Democratizing trends. We take technology trends and we reduce the cost. We work with our suppliers and partners in China to reduce the cost and create affordable products for our customers.
And I see what you've thrown in on the package is a set of VR goggles, right? You clip this open, put the phone inside it, and then you have VR goggles to go with it. It's a very good product offering, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And this is really the essence of democratizing trends, because this does not mean only pushing devices in the entry space, like Kika, like Smart Tablet 3G, our entry devices, but also means taking the best, the new technologies, and make them affordable for our customers. VR technology, you know, it's in its infancy. The VR world is starting now, but we had this idea and we liked this idea of providing to our best customers the VR technology. And by the way, there are more than 2,000 videos, contents, application available for our VR. So there is also a very good bucket of videos that our customers could appreciate with our Platinum 7. We are including the Office 365 suite for free in the package, which costs more than 1,000 Rand.
Yeah, I'm a subscriber. That's 1,000 Rand added value there.
Exactly. There is a 1,000 Rand added. There is a 5 gigabyte one-off for the customers to really start worry-free the data experience. There is a free screen insurance cover for the device, and there are 2 months of Deezer, our music service, for free. It's really the core part of our proposition and of our strategy, democratizing trends and reduce the digital divide in Africa and in South Africa and improve the digital inclusion. So really we started with our global teams this project more than 2 years ago to push down the price of the product with no compromise on quality. And this is Kika. I'm proud to say that now also at the global level in London and Düsseldorf Vodafone headquarters, Kika is the name of the segment of entry smartphone. So now Kika is the category name at the global level for entry smartphones.
Fantastic. Davido, thanks for coming in. Good to see you.
Thank you very much.